From the 5th division to challenging for La Liga. From being given no chance to being tied atop the league with over half the games played. Girona FC. If you think this season is a fluke, think again. Stay tuned as we delve into the football history of the small Catalonian city, their incredible rise, City Football Group's ownership and influence, and why they are unlikely La Liga contenders. Let's kick it off. It all started way back on July 23, 1930. Back then, there was another team called Unió Esportiva Girona, but they had to shut down because of money problems. So, in stepped Girona FC to fill their shoes. It's been quite the ride ever since, dealing with ups and downs with money and playing in different leagues over the years. Here's a cool fact. In the 1935-36 season, they were off to a blistering start in the Segunda División. They fought hard and were so close to getting into La Liga, but they just missed out. Then, their fortunes took a turn for the worse during the Spanish Civil War. The team kept moving between the Segunda División and Tercera División. By 1959, they had fallen down even further in the rankings. The 1980s weren't any easier. More money troubles meant they had to play in lower local championships in 1982-83 and again between 1997 and 1999. But you know what? They never gave up, and the dance continued on, fighting for promotion followed by crippling money issues. Then, something really exciting happened in 2010. Some local businessmen bought 72% of the club, kicking off a whole new chapter. The team's hard work and never give up spirit really showed in the 2014-15 season. They were so close to getting into La Liga but just missed it. But guess what? In the 2016-17 season, they finally did it, making it to La Liga for the first time in their 87-year history. This triumph led to something even more exciting for the club. In 2017, the City Football Group came in and bought a big chunk of the club, helping to clear debts. Even though they dropped down a league in the 2018-19 season, they came back stronger and made it to La Liga again in the 2021-22 season. Girona FC's story is like a real-life underdog tale. They've shown that with hard work and smart moves, even small clubs can make a big splash in football. But this all could not be possible without Pep Guardiola, the younger brother of the infamous Pep Guardiola. This guy's journey is pretty interesting. He went from playing football to business ventures with Nike in 1997 and even founding his own football agency, Media Base Sports, in 2009. He focused on Spanish and Portuguese players, managing stars like Luis Suarez and Andre Iniesta. And boy, his business boomed, looking after most of the hottest young talent in the area. Then, in 2017, Pep bought a 16% stake in the club. By 2020, he was running the show as the club's chairman and totally turned the tides around for Girona. They were promoted back into La Liga and started giving the big teams a run for their money. They did it with an exciting playing style and smart player signings like Artem Dovbyk from Ukraine. But Pep didn't just throw money at the problem. He used his smarts from being a top football agent to help the club. And the partnership with the City Football Group, that added another cool twist. Girona is part owned by them and Pep's own Girona Football Group. Both own 44.3% each. This partnership meant players could move between Manchester City and Girona, which has really upped the quality of their team. 2017, a year that keeps coming up throughout this story on Girona. They'd secured their first ever promotion to La Liga. This was a huge deal for them, a real turning point. That same year, something else big happened. The City Football Group, CFG, got involved. They're this business group that manages a portfolio of football clubs such as Manchester City and New York City FC, and they swooped in and bought a 47% share in the team. This was huge for Girona, totally changing their game and opening up a world of new possibilities in the football world. Imagine this, players who are associated with Manchester City start showing up in Girona. Guys like Jan Couto and Eric Garcia. And then there's Tati Castellanos, a real star from the City group who made a name for himself at Girona before heading to Lazio. Girona's climb in La Liga has a lot to do with how smart they've been about bringing in new talent. Being part of CFG means they've got this amazing network for finding promising players. Take Viktor Sagankov and Artem Dovbyk from Ukraine, for example. They've become key players for Girona, especially Dovbyk, who's been outstanding this season as the frontman. This CFG connection also lets Girona borrow really talented players from other CFG clubs. Players like Jan Couto, Yangel Herrera and Tati Castellanos have come to Girona on loan and made a big difference. Even Daley Blind, who some people were worried about because of his age and pace, has become a crucial part of the defense. These signings have been the hard work of the front office of Girona. Quique Garcia, the sporting director at Girona, has a clear plan that's really boosted by CFG's resources. This partnership makes Girona more appealing in the transfer market, letting them get players that you wouldn't expect a club like them to snag. They not only get access to young, promising players, but also to Manchester City's top-notch training facilities. Girona's manager, Michel Sanchez, has made a huge impact too. This guy, an ex-footballer himself, knows how to lead a team to success. He took Girona all the way to a 10th place finish in La Liga in his first season. And showing even more attacking prowess this season, they've scored 24 goals, showing off a style that's all about pressing hard and keeping the game moving. You should have seen their 4-2 victory against Barcelona. It was like a masterclass in Michel's strategy. Ukrainian players Artem Dovbyk and Viktor Sagankov combined together brilliantly, and other players like Miguel Gutierrez, Valery Fernandez and Christian Stuani all added to the action. Passing the ball around quickly, efficiently, pressing when they would lose the ball, winning it back in their attacking half, constantly putting the other team under pressure. Such a suffocating style of play. But with all this focus on attacking, Girona does have a bit of a problem with their defense. They've let in quite a few goals, which shows they still need to find the right balance between going all out in attack and keeping things tight at the back. Michel's all about bold, attacking football, but it sometimes means they're a bit vulnerable in defense, but they haven't really paid for it yet. The team this year has a really intriguing mix of players, some with loads of experience and some who are young and bursting with talent. Their star player, that's Artem Dovbyk, a striker from Ukraine. This guy knows how to score, no kidding. He's been amazing at finding the back of the net. Then there's Alex Garcia, a midfielder who plays for Spain. He's the guy who keeps the ball moving forward, creating chances for goals like a pro. He's at the top of the La Liga advanced metrics for creating plays that lead to goals and passing the ball up the field productively. Yangel Herrera is a Venezuelan midfielder who's been super important for the team. He's the strong, marauding midfielder, seeking out opponents, making the tackle, and giving the ball back to his team. He helps to give Girona the edge they need in the middle of the park. Their ability to score goals is pretty impressive, but they do have a bit of a problem with their defense. That's the downside of playing in a really bold and attacking way. The manager's got the team focusing on pressing the other team hard and moving the ball around quickly in attack. This kind of clever and flexible playing style has been a big part of why they've done so well in La Liga unexpectedly. Girona's journey in La Liga has been somewhat eased by their absence from European competitions, allowing them to focus solely on the domestic front. Unlike teams such as Barcelona or Real Madrid, who face the additional challenge of European matches, Girona has not had to test the depth of their squad as extensively. And they won't have to moving forward either, which makes their push for the title even more likely. While their aggressive playstyle may lead to conceding goals, it's a calculated risk under Michel's guidance. Concentrating on their league performance without the strain of European fixtures, they're leveraging their strengths effectively in Spain's top tier. Now it's your turn. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and comment below on your thoughts. What do you think about Girona FC's journey and their chances in La Liga? Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Check out more of our football content here. Until next time, keep your love for the game alive and see ya on the pitch.